Hey everybody, it's Gypsy. Today is Saturday, July 13th, 2024, and it's time for my weekly update, my weekly gardening update. We're going to start in the garden because you guys have been hearing me complain about something stealing my strawberries as soon as they are ripe. I had many of you suggest to me that they're voles. My cat killed 2 rodents, and yes, they were voles. And then I started to notice they started stealing my pumpkin blossoms. And so I went and I got, well, I'll show you what I got. Well, first of all, let me show you. I noticed yesterday, I sprayed yesterday morning, and I noticed I had a lot of berries coming in. And I thought, well, this will be a test, because usually by this point, these berries, they're gone. They've stolen them. And they have not. So I will actually be able to pick some berries. Look at that nice sized one there. So this stuff, it does work. I sprayed it here and in the pumpkin patch. However, I'm going to do the rest of the yard too. And I'm always going to keep this on hand. It is called Vole Max. And it's pretty good. It's like all rodents. And you hook it up to your garden hose. Really easy to apply. And it's great. I recommend it. I have to figure out how often to apply it, because what the directions say is after spraying this with your hose, then you like water it into the garden. So at what point is it washed away? I don't know. So that's what I need to figure out. So we'll be moving along here. I got to cover these up to make sure the birds don't get them now. So my berries over here. This is the wild black raspberries. This one is really taken well to being transplanted, and it has a sucker here, of course, and I'm sure there's more coming. So that one's good. I'm going to take this one that died out, replace it with something else, and weed in here. I hate weeding. My red raspberries are doing great, except for a beetle that keeps eating the leaves. I think these are suckers. Let me see. Yeah, it has like, this one has 2 suckers on it already. This one looks like another 2 suckers. So if you saw my video on trying to root blueberries to propagate them, I lost one. And remember I said I could not decide whether to keep them in the greenhouse or not. The greenhouse was a bad idea. As you can see, it got too hot, which is how I lost that one. I have to remove these leaves, but they're starting to look better. So I'll see how that goes. I may have a couple more blueberry bushes in here. They are looking very healthy. There's my sweet girl, Rhiannon. Hi, baby. So into the outdoor vegetable garden. I told you guys last week I covered these up with netting, so the moths are not eating them. Something is inside eating them, but it's much better than when I had it open. So they're actually growing. Whether they'll produce, because I planted these in the spring, I don't know. It's an experiment. We'll see. But today, this bed, I'm going to refresh it, and I'm going to plant more Brussels sprouts here for fall. Here, I think, will be my cabbage. I'm going to refresh that for cabbage. My peppers are growing finally. It is late in the season, so I don't know. So yesterday I planted broccoli here for fall. See what happens. My lima beans, they're coming along. They're binding up here. My San Marzano tomatoes, they are really producing a lot. I have more that I planted inside and propagated. So I'm going to have a lot of sauce tomatoes. Really, I'm so excited. my asparagus. Isn't that gorgeous? It is such a lovely plant. And we love asparagus in this family, so we're going to be eating well in the spring. These are my beefsteak tomatoes, and I told you last week they didn't have any blossoms yet, but they would be soon, and I was right. All my beefsteaks for sandwiches. Okay, sorry, my camera cut out. Yes, so these are, they're beefsteak, beef boys, something like this, for sandwiches. These are my various tomatoes here. Everything is producing very well. Carrots, they're still doing great. They're starting to show shoulders. That's hard to say. So if we get some cool weather again, I'm sure that I'll get some carrots from there. These are my cucumbers. It looks like it's going to produce more cucumbers than I thought, which is good. But I'm going to have to go purchase some because I wanted to make a bunch of pickles. But these were the only two seeds that sprouted. But they're doing great, and I think it looks lovely going up the limbs. So these are more tomatoes. I've got quite a few over here. This one is the Mexico midget. Oh my God, you guys. You like cherry tomatoes? These taste amazing. They are so good. This plant's been giving me a lot lately. Don't know if you could see here. The sun is really getting in my way. But yeah, I've already harvested a bunch from here. There's more coming here. And I did tell you about the Brussels sprouts. Lima beans doing great. Yeah, so let's go, I think, into the greenhouse. Whew, yeah, it's a beautiful morning here. So beautiful. And I told you guys, we used to, see that sky, isn't it gorgeous? We used to have chemtrails constantly. And then on April 8th, the day of the eclipse, we had a ton of them. The sky was just filled with them. Since that day, we've had none. It's been looking like this. So, these were the ones started by seed, I'd say in May, June. They're doing great. They have blossoms, really good. These are some rooted transplants. Rooted. These are all rooted. Okay. I took out the carrots I had growing in here to put these guys in here, the tomatoes. Now it's all tomatoes in here. I was surprised by those carrots because I wasn't expecting much. There were quite a few that were like really, really tiny, can't be used. But there were a couple that were, a few actually, that were fairly decent size. So I was impressed. So the ones from outside I ought to be getting really good. These, I believe, oh, these are rooted transplants. These are the first tomatoes I planted in the greenhouse. They're monsters. Monsters. They got all kinds of blossoms on them. Whoops. Always dropping my cane. Got some tomatoes there. Tomatoes in there. Just all over the place. I love the way my greenhouse looks with tomatoes just vining up the walls. I love that. And these are rooted transplants. These here are direct sow seed. These are rooted. These I started from seed in the house in winter. Got some really great tomatoes coming here. So, and yeah, they just have a lot more flowers on them too. And this one are Mexico midgets. I have picked, you see one coming there, quite a few from this one. I'm telling you guys, oh my God, the flavor. And this one, this plant here, this I'm about to pick, this will be my third one, I think. My third tomato. And these are the silvery firs. See that? Aren't they beautiful? So that is the greenhouse. Potatoes look like maybe they're starting to turn. I don't know. Anyways, look at the size of these pumpkins. These are sugar pumpkins. They're huge. Gorgeous plants. Gorgeous. And then my daughter-in-law's gourd I planted for her. It's getting there. So she'll be excited about that. I did plant a few more pumpkin seeds in here. I thought I saw one coming up, but I guess I didn't. Anyways, it's hard for me to climb in there with my leg, but I wanted to look at those gorgeous blossoms. Aren't they beautiful? I have 2 pumpkins started. Let me see. Yeah, there's one in that one. I can't do it from this angle. Yeah, it's back there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Way back there. I don't know. So anyways, pumpkins are doing great. I sprayed in here with that mole stuff. I took some runners that had rooted from the strawberries. My neighbor who just moved in, he was cleaning out all the weeds and stuff that had overgrown, accidentally tore out some strawberry plants, so I'm going to give him some of mine. Mint's doing great. Cottage garden's doing great. As you can see, I haven't gotten to my pavers recently. Look at my barrage. Oh, my barrage. Look at that. It's about ready to bloom. So, oh, Lord. Do not pay any attention to that dog behind the curtain. Anyways, I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.